was not exaggerating when I said driving in the middle of nowhere. I mean, look at the map. There's nothing on the map. Just fields. All right, good morning, everyone. It's Ben. It's early. It's before 7, Chris, so you know Ryan's not here. I am headed out to the shop to finish putting together our spray rig that we had resealed, well, powder coated, cleaned up, ready to go. Guys are out this morning, so if you see them wandering around the background, that's what's going on. Let's go get on this thing. Alright, so I've got everything put together. Just needs hoses, which you guys know when I pull off a hose, I keep the inside portion. This hose actually goes on this rig, but I've got the smaller 3/8 hose in there underneath. That's the good, first 30-40 feet. That's always wrapped right up tight against the reel, protected from the weather. So I keep that so that when I go to plumb this, I don't have to buy any more hose. So that one, the hose that was on it was really bad. If you'll remember, I'll put a picture of it. I've got new hoses right up here. One is for this rig. So we'll put a brand new hose on the reel, and I'll use the good hose that I had left over from when we took it off, the stuff that was underneath, and we'll get this thing plumbed in. But other than that, all the fittings are on. Some of the parts I reused, like the valves were good, the elbows and whatnot were all good. The latch for the reel was good on this one. I left the gun holster. So this is just a piece of PVC that we put on there. So we're lazy. We don't like having our JD9 guns banging around and sitting in the back of the truck. So we just put this holster on. It's just PVC and it's bolted to the rig. That way it can connect up. You can put this in the holster, wind up your hose. That way your gun's not dragging on the ground. So there's only 2 steps left for this rig. 1, to put the hoses on. That'll take literally 10 minutes. And then 2, well 3 I guess. Put a hose on it. And then the last step is I'm gonna have to put new boards on the bottom so that we can mount it to the truck. So we'll get those piece of pressure treated 2x6. We'll chop it down, bolt it to the bottom. That way this thing's ready to slide right into a truck. So that's gonna be enough on the rig today, but I'll get to the hoses next, then we'll get this thing mounted.
Lot of boring math later.
All right, welcome back. It's a couple days later. No, it's like a week later, week and a half. Anyway, on the spray rig, you'll notice I did a little bit of work off camera. Show you that real quick. because this thing is all but done. So all I did was just run the plumbing lines and mount the pump motor. Really boring stuff. You've got a line that comes out of the tank into the filter. That line goes to the pump pumps it up to this valve, and you get a choice between pumping it through your reel or recirculating it back to the tank. Super simple. So I didn't record it because you guys have seen it. You know, we feel like we record the same things over and over again, and we never know. We never know if it's something you guys want to see or not. But I skipped it that time because the guys were being loud. The only other thing I did was I wired the switch. It's not hooked up to the motor. I just have to connect it, and then what we do is we run power leads off the battery. So one will go through that wire lead to the switch and then to the motor. The other one will be negative directly to the motor itself. So this thing's done. It's ready to go. I just need to put 2x6 treated lumber on the bottom of it, and it's ready to go in the truck. We'll show you that down the road. I've got another one to tear down, the termite rig for Omaha. So that's going to be the next one. But I just wanted to close this out. So here's a couple of shots of the completed. Oh, and I need to put the new hose on it. I didn't do that yet. It's no fun to do when it's cold because the hose sticks and kinks and fights me. So I'm waiting. But anyway, here's what it looks like now. All right, welcome back, everybody. It's Ben. Woo! I am in Omaha today. It's Travel Tuesday. So I just got things wrapped up. I came up to do a service. I'm the only one that can service this one building. And so I come up once a month and take care of it. Today was the day, which it's fine. I like to kill bugs, so it's good to get out and do that every once in a while. And it's a beautiful day. Holy crap. Holy crap. I just saw him lose it. All right. All right, I hope that the dash cam caught it, because oh my gosh. I just watched a guy do a full spin out right in front of me. He is lucky he didn't go off the road or flip. It was a little Audi TT car, and he basically was getting off the freeway, but he was way in the left lane. He had to cross 3 lanes, and he did it too late, and he hit the edge of the road, and it just sent him spinning. And then he spun the other way, and then he spun back. So I hope the dash cam caught it. I'm gonna check that when I get back. But dang, people, if you miss your exit, just go to the next one. There's one right here. 30 seconds later, there was a whole nother exit. He could have turned completely around. I'm glad he's okay, but that was a dumb move. I pulled over to make sure they were okay, and maybe just to get a little bit of him on video. That's awful, I know. But at least I was checking. He waved, said he was okay, and then he moved on. Could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse. So anyway, that was an interesting sight. I'm glad I caught that. Be careful out there, people. So I'm on the road alone today. Ryan is actually headed out west. He's going to meet with some future employees, I guess. Our summer team that's going to come out this summer. He's going to meet up with them. So he's going to be in Nevada. I'm here. I don't know what he's doing, but I know he's traveling today. So it is Travel Tuesday for everybody. I'm flying solo, trying to keep my truck on the road instead of in circles like that poor car back there. Alright, well, I'm coming up on this little town called Nemaha, I guess. I guess because it's close to Omaha and it's in Nebraska. I don't know, Nemaha. I don't get it, but it's teeny. Dude, I grew up in a little town like that. That was cool. Don't blink or you'll miss it. Anyway, we're back out in the middle of nowhere. All right, driving along there is a really cool church. I'm going to show you guys. Come on, that's a really cool church out in the middle of nowhere. Looks like another cool church or building or something up here on the left, so better not be the CPA office. No, it was a Presbyterian church. Very cool building. It was round on one side and square on the other. There's another cool church over there. This is Falls City, Nebraska. Well, you know it's Nebraska when you got to fight a tractor for a spot on the road. And that was a big tractor. Holy crap. Anyway. All right, this is Rouleau, Nebraska. Got a bridge. That's the bridge that crosses the Missouri River over to Rouleau, Nebraska. And there's not a lot there, but it's kind of cool. There's that train bridge. That's pretty awesome. Cool old iron. So I found a lake, I guess. I don't know. We'll have to see. It's a lake up here on the Missouri side. It's called Big Lake. Zooming in on Google, it looks like it's kind of a camping private lake. I don't know. We'll take a look at it. Any lakes are cool to me. Alright, so we made it here to Big Lake, and it looks like it's not a very big lake, but it's definitely like a camping lake, a little cabin style lake. Not as private as some of the other ones up here. It's windy today, so there's white caps, but we're gonna pull up here to the water and take a look and see what it looks like. Well, I'm at the lake. It is a big lake. Well, it's not that big. Uh-oh, we got a sick bird. Oh man, poor thing. Check this guy out. What happened, buddy? Oh, poor guy. I have to see if I can find somebody to help him. Poor little guy. So the big lake is quite muddy. And I'm gonna say it's probably cold. Holy crap, it's cold. So they've got these cool little cabins. They got these cool little cabins over here. I think you can rent those. It's part of the state park. And then most of the houses or cabins around the lake are raised up. I'm guessing it floods here quite a bit. I'm sure it probably does from the river. I gotta see if somebody can come over and help that duck or bird or whatever it is. See if I can find somebody here at the park.
10 seconds later.
All right, I found the park ranger lady, whatever. I was able to flag her down and sent her down to the boat ramp to see if she could help this bird. Poor thing. She said she'd take care of it. So put it in the right hands. The bird will live again. Poor thing. Anyway, Big Lake. It's a neat place, I guess. It's a private lake, but you can come up and rent either camping spots or these little cool little cabins. There's a pool at the lake. Poor unfortunate bird down there. We got it to the right people though, so hopefully it'll make it, pull through, and they can get it to the proper rehabber and deal with that. But this place is interesting. The water is pretty muddy, pretty dirty. But I did see a place down here that had a bunch of jet skis in the yard. Seemed like my kind of people. Anyway, we're gonna head get some fuel. I'm almost out. All right, these are my kind of people. Look at all these jet skis. Have like 5 under their little shed there. Okay, I found City Hall. It's up here on the left. It's awesome. City of Big Lake. I guess that's their municipality building. I'll show you guys real quick. Oh, it's the Big Lake City office. Here we go. There's the fire building. The city office is that tower. It's probably big enough to park a car in, and that's it. But that's the city office. Like I said, they raise these houses up for flooding, I guess. They usually have the garage down below, all cement or pedestals, and then the house is up above in case it floods. So I have to give a quick update on my truck. So the black Titan that I drive, you guys know, has a new motor, new transmission. Everything seemed okay. There's still kind of a small vibration that it never did before when I'm kind of under load and I am accelerating. It'll shake the wheel for a little bit, which seems to be getting a little bit worse. So I've got to take it in. I've been meaning to make an appointment, but I hate being without a vehicle. So the other day I went to run some errands. I got some sprayer parts and some stuff at Walmart, and I was coming out of the parking lot, hit the stoplight, waited for it to turn green. When it turned green, I hit the gas, and it was like dead. It would go like 3 miles an hour. So literally I barely made it through the intersection before the light turned red. And then I coasted down the hill, and about a minute and a half later it just came to life and it was fine. But the check engine light came on. I came up with a code P00AF, Alan Frank, which I looked it up, and it's like boost control sensor or something. I don't know. It seemed to drive fine after that, so I went ahead, cleared the code just to see. if it would act up again. Well, it did. I was driving yesterday, and the stupid thing, the check engine light came on, and it went into limp mode, and it was a dog. And I was further away this time, so it wasn't pleasant. The other thing it did was it came up with another warning: exhaust filter overloaded, and then see driver's manual for drive pattern. So basically, the particulates in the DEF system sometimes will get they'll plug up, like it's got too much in there, and it takes a minute to clear it out. So you're supposed to drive it a certain way. I looked through every book in the truck, and I couldn't find where it tells me how to drive. But I assumed that I'm supposed to just go slow, not really force the fuel at all, and just kind of put along until it clears up, because I think that's what Ryan's did back in the day. So I did that. I drove like 4 or 5 miles, super slow, not flooring it, not giving it much gas, just kind of putting, and it seemed to clear. So then this truck started driving fine, and I got it home. So today we're going to take it back to Nissan. I let them know it's coming. They said, oh, well, we're not going to fix it under warranty if it's over 12,000 miles from when you did the motor and the turbo. And I'm like, dude, it's only one oil change, so it's not. I think I'm at 6. I don't remember. I'll have to look at the mileage, but it's not much. So I've got to drop that off. When Ryan gets here, we'll take my truck in, and then we've got a truck to get inspected. So we'll be doing that, and I'll keep you guys updated. I like my truck. It's been a good truck, but since it started having issues, it's really not been able to be fixed. So we'll see what Nissan says this time. But that's the developments on Jack, and we'll take Jack and drop it off, and I probably won't see it till after Christmas, but we'll see. So that's the truck update, and we'll see where that takes us.